Hamza, hello.
Hello again.
Hey, long time no see.
After a long time no see, as you said.
Yeah, well, we were on holiday for a couple days. It was Independence Day in America last week. So, uh,
Yeah, I was in the holiday too.
yeah,
And
where did you go?
as you know, I went my hometown, and
Uh-huh.
when I came here, I traveled in my city, in
Mm,
Istanbul actually, and some of city in Turkey,
hmm.
like Kocaeli, like Bursa,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything everything went so good
Oh, that's good.
in that
Wow.
time.
Yeah, well, you look nice and refreshed and relaxed. Yeah, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, actually I thought I needed uh, to relax and
Yeah,
traveled.
get away. Yeah, get away.
I needed a getaway.
Did you drive or did you take a bus or uh, how do you travel?
I did both of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used my friend's car, a friend of mine's car, uh, and and actually I paid him some money.
Ah, you rented his
in
car.
in in return, use his car.
Ah, a private
In return,
rental.
using car or using his car, or
Okay, I used his car in return for using his car.
for using his car.
Yeah, in return for using his car. I'll write it down for
For
you.
using his car. Okay.
Yeah, in return for using his car.
I do think so.
Yeah, well, that was nice of your friend, though. Yeah. Nice of you to pay him money. Some people don't pay money. They just say, "Oh, thank you." Yeah.
No, he deserve it. Actually, if he wanted to allowed don't allow using his car, he could do this, but he didn't.
Was it a new car or was it an old car?
Was it he bought his car new, right?
Hmm.
Not new. Yeah,
You,
nowadays after for yeah 2 months ago, right? He
uh-huh.
bought his car 2 months ago. Normally he was another car. He sold it,
Yeah.
and instead of this car, he bought a new car, uh, and he wanted to a flat and after apartment, right?
Hmm.
And he sold his car in return over 90,000 liras,
Hmm.
and he bought a new car 40,000 liras.
Hmm. So did you
Yeah.
did you drive the new car or the old one?
Yeah, I did drive his car, new one.
The new one. Wow. Wow.
Actually, indeed, I can say instead of
Yeah.
actually, indeed, all car is newer than new car. Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway, that's
I, what a good deal, actually.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was a good deal.
Well, one thing I like about Turkey, Turkish people keep their cars for a long time. Yeah, they
Yeah,
they know how to
actually,
they know how to fix them. Yeah.
the problem is actually I can say maybe problem, maybe it might be a good thing for us. Uh, all cars, all cars is so available for us now,
Yeah,
valuable, right?
yeah.
For us because car price to accent, right?
Yeah.
Accent. A new car is so difficult in Turkey. That's why we have to use them for a long time.
Hmm. Yeah. So, what can we talk about today?
Okay, we are going to talk about, as the same usual, discussion topic, right?
Okay.
And I need a second.
Okay.
Control it. The problem is my internet is so slow.
Yeah,
That's why.
I can tell.
How is everything with you, by the way?
Oh, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. Much better. I feel a lot better. I think I'm over my COVID-19 or 21 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Someone told me they said Sam, you still have to be careful because they said you can get COVID-19 twice or three times or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I said no. I said
You got over COVID-19?
I
Really?
don't know. I don't think so. But I had some of the symptoms, but I just
Huh.
stayed home. I just stayed home. Uh, and
Yeah, I thought that's. I do think so. Same for me because uh, I I had all symptoms on me, right? Like cough, like fever, and about my uh,
yeah,
tastes. How could you say
you
about taste?
you lost your taste, your sense of taste.
Yeah, I
You
lost my
lost your sense
taste.
of taste. Uh-huh.
And sense
Yeah,
sense of taste. Yeah, I was going to say like this. And now I feel the virus has
yeah,
gone.
yeah, yeah. But
Like the virus has gone,
mhm. Yeah, but I think
and I
I think
share
I've lost some of my sense
with
of
you.
taste anyway. Yeah, it hasn't all come back. Yeah. Generation gaps. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Between you and me.
our
Between you and
problem,
me. Okay.
our topics actually. That's why I chose this
Because
topic.
I'm old and you're young. Okay, okay.
Yeah, but we have any generation
I
gap
don't
each
think we
other.
do.
You
No, we
and
don't. We
I.
don't. I'm cool. I'm cool if you're cool. Yeah.
Yeah. We called in Turkish generation conflict,
Generation
right? We say
conflict. Yeah,
conflict.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Conflict,
Yeah, there's
conflict.
generation conflicts. Yeah.
Yeah, generation conflicts between elderly people and young people.
Hmm. And sometimes there's a generation conflict between I don't know, family members sometimes too. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I
Yeah,
can say
yeah.
about
Uh-huh.
this.
Okay. Let's look at the vocabulary.
Before that, I have a
Oh,
video, and I want to start after
okay.
the video. I was in the Europe side in Istanbul with my friends,
Uh,
with my colleagues, and I saw some
mhm.
people who were speaking
Ah,
English.
okay. So
They
you
were speaking
interrupted
English.
them.
Yeah. But I think you will be surprised after watch the video.
Hamza, hello. Turkish people çok güzel. Thank you. Çok iyi, çok güzel. Hamza güzel. I'm so happy to meet you. Teşekkür. I'm happy to meet you too, Hamza.
It was a short video, but it was
Yeah.
good and surprising. And I went to a good place in
Yeah.
Istanbul, and um there were many
Uh-huh.
people together. It was a party in
Yeah.
there, I think.
So are there
And
are there many
I
tourists
went.
in Turkey now?
Now it is less than
Well,
before the virus.
I'm surprised to see those people there.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, and actually, not there were not
Oh,
tourists.
really?
Yeah, when I asked them, they answered this question like this. They moved to Turkey
Oh,
5 years ago, and they have been living in Turkey for 5
5 years.
years.
Wow. Well,
Yeah,
it's a long time to live in Turkey.
I saw so limited tourists in
Yeah.
Turkey when I was
Mhm.
traveling.
Well, next year will be better.
Okay,
Yeah,
I hope. I need a practice.
yeah. And I want to go back to your
uh,
country next year, so we'll see what happens. We'll see. Yeah.
uh, I will be expecting your
Hmm.
coming to Turkey.
Okay, so let's see. All right,
Okay,
generation gap.
generation gap. Okay.
Vocabulary. Do you have any problem with the vocabulary?
I know what is gap. Perspective. I know. Uh, we can talk about oh, only
Yes.
pronunciation.
Okay. Well, the first one is gap. Gap.
Gap.
Perspective.
Gap.
Perspective.
Perspective.
Hmm.
Perspective.
Perspective.
Okay.
Obedient.
Obedient.
Elder. Elder.
Elder.
Hmm.
Elder.
Youngster.
Youngster.
And trait.
Okay.
Trait.
Trait.
Do you understand trait?
Trait.
A qual-
Yeah, trait is
you probably notice it from
um,
medicine. A quality that makes one person
mhm,
or a thing different from another. A trait. Uh-huh.
mhm. Yeah, this is my
Yes.
feature, right? And um, I have different trait. I
Different
have
qualities.
different. I have different qualities uh, from
Yes.
you, right? Like uh, my power, my
Hmm.
age, maybe my personal uh,
Yes.
features, right? My like them.
Yes. And then the last one is limitation. Limitation.
Limitation, yeah. For example, when I cannot
Yeah.
anything, I
It
that's
limits you. Yeah. You have limitations. You have a kind of a boundary. Yes. Some
something
Yes,
limits
it
me.
limits you. Uh-huh. Yeah, for example, you can't go as fast as you want to on the highway. You have some speed limits. You have a limitation.
Mhm.
Okay, we got the article.
And generation gaps. The generation gap is represented by the differences between the young and the old, differences that can lead to conflict and can complicate the relationship between
Hmm.
the two. Generation gaps occur when two age groups see the world from significantly different
Hmm.
perspectives. People of an older generation often wonder what I'm
Wander,
sorry, wonder.
wonder,
Is that correct
wonder,
pronunciation?
wonder.
Wander.
Yeah.
Okay. Often wonder what has gone wrong with younger
That's true.
generations.
Yeah.
Yeah. They feel that during their time, young boys and girls were better behaved. Yeah, many people
Yes.
say that too. More uh, obedient. No, obedient. More
More obedient.
uh, obedient. Okay, more obedient and had more respect for their elders. Young people, on the other hand, feel that they are capable of learning on their own and that they don't need to rely on the older generation for
Mm-hmm.
guidance. Generation gap issues can be solved through discussion and
Mm-hmm.
interaction. Older people should admit to the competence
Competence.
competence competence of the young, whereas
Youngsters.
youngsters should youngsters
Mm-hmm.
right youngsters should learn to express their opinions respectfully. Therefore, people from both age groups should realize that every individual has positive and negative traits as well as some
Yes.
limitations.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good
Yes. I
article,
like the
I
last
think.
paragraph. Generation gap issues can be solved through discussion and interaction. Older people should admit to the competence of the young, whereas youngsters should learn to express their opinions respectfully. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes young people can be very rude.
Yeah,
Therefore, people from both age groups should realize that every individual has positive and negative traits, as well as some limitations. Mhm.
exactly.
Questions?
Um, okay. What is the generation gap? When does it appear? Generation gap is um, represented by the differences between the young and the
Mhm.
old. The answer of what is
Mhm.
generation gap is
Yeah.
and when does it appear?
When does it appear?
Okay.
It depends on the individual. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, it depends on the
some
individual.
people get older faster. Some people get more critical faster.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's actually generation gaps occur when two age groups see the world from significantly different perspective. I think the answer of question to
Yeah.
when does
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
appear?
Hmm.
Answer is this.
Yeah. But I think it has to do with age too. I really do. And
Hmm.
some people are more mature than other people. And uh, I don't know. My father complains a lot more than he used to because he has all this time by himself and he doesn't have the opportunity to get out because of COVID-19 he he complains all the
Mhm.
time.
Why I am here? Why
Yeah,
I am here? Why I
that's
am in the
right.
house?
Why doesn't
I think.
anybody help me? You know, kind of thing. All right, number two.
Okay. What do people of an older generation often wonder in regards,
Mm-hmm.
right? In regards to
Yeah.
younger
What kind of
generation.
questions did they? What kind of
Okay.
questions do they have?
Mhm. According to younger generations, I think. Okay. But people is where is it? Okay. People of an older generation often wonder, right? Is what has gone wrong with younger
Yeah.
generation,
Yeah.
right?
What's going on with them? Why
Mhm.
why do they act that way? And maybe I shouldn't bring it up, but have you noticed on the news all
Mhm.
of the unrest in America, tearing down statues and destroying downtown areas? Um, sometimes people they don't understand their own history, and so uh, they're trying to correct something, maybe show something that happened in the past. But we need to learn from those mistakes too.
Yeah, it has been a
Yeah.
long time. And after these uh, these
Hmm.
wars, right?
Mm.
This kind of wars, and new generation might not be understand uh,
And
these
some
disasters.
young people don't. Maybe I sound like an old person now, but some young people don't know their history. You know, you ask them simple questions like, for example, uh, who was the president
Hmm.
during the Civil War? Well, they can't remember. And you know, what did what was George Washington known for? Uh, they don't even know the father of their own country, which is sad, which is very sad. Uh,
Unfortunately, history is
yes, yes,
everything,
yes, and
right?
I don't think.
If there is countrymen don't know their history, right? This country would be not
Yes.
exist
Hmm.
in future. That's why we have to know what is uh, our history, and we should take we should take our lessons. We should take lessons from the
Yeah, and
history.
because otherwise, bad things might repeat themselves because people forget.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Hmm. And then number three, how can the generation gap issues be resolved?
Hmm. There is all this. The generation gap issues be resolved like this can be solved through discussion and
Yes,
interaction. For example, older people should admit to compet, I cannot dispronounce
competence.
competence, hmm, competence of the young, whereas youngsters should learn to express their opinions
Hmm.
respectfully.
Exactly.
Yeah, actually, people liked the article, right? People realize that everything individual has positive and negative traits, as well as some
Yeah.
limitation. Actually, the question's answer is how could you say this? I need to
Hmm.
control. I'm sorry
No
for
problem.
waiting to you. Uh, the answer is available or
Hmm.
acceptable for other uh, other
Hmm.
problem from between
Hmm.
people, right? Between people and people. Like, for example, let's say I have a problem
Yeah.
with a friend of mine, and I should forget. I should not forget. Every people has individual. Every people have individual positive and
Yes.
negative traits. as well as some limitations. I don't know your past life. I cannot know completely your past life. What did you do in your life, and what did you
How did you
how
overcome
did
your
you
problems? Yeah.
come how did you overcome your problems up to now? And that's why I should have I need to have perspective, right? Against to somebody or someone.
Yeah, that's important. Very important.
Exactly.
Okay.
What time is it in
It's
there?
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, so early.
Well, I
Than me.
started early this morning, about 7 o'clock. So, yeah. And
10:50. Yeah,
it's
now in
almost
Turkey,
11 o'clock at night.
10:57
Yeah.
p.m.
You like to
Yeah,
stay
at
up late,
night.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I can say this. Like,
So, can you give me a brief summary of the article in your own words?
okay, I can. Generation gaps. Yeah, generation gaps occurs between elderly and young people, and they and they might be don't understand each other, and because their life completely different than each other, their times. For example, you
You
was
were born
born 50 years
six,
ago, right?
60.
And 60. And realize that I told you you are young. You are young.
Yeah, and you're my favorite.
Then I said you younger than me. You
Oh, you're pressing. You're pressing.
you
Yeah.
older than me.
Okay.
And technologies were different, circumstances were completely different,
Yeah.
different. Like you said, it was a civil war, right? And new generation don't understand what is civilization war, and they don't tend to learn
No.
history, their history, and that's why generation gap is a big problem between elderly and young people, and uh, uh, and we have we I forget. Okay, no, I found it, and they need to discuss their gaps, right, between each other, and they should interaction each other.
Yes.
And for example, we educate elderly people about new technologies, and we should teach young people history and respect elderly people, and and especially we have to teach them every people have positive and negative traits,
Yeah. Interesting.
and that's why don't charge a book by its cover, right? Don't judge a
Yeah.
book by
Yeah.
its cover.
Exactly. Yeah. Just because the book looks interesting doesn't mean it's interesting, or the opposite. If you think, oh, the situation can't be fixed, well, maybe you can fix it. Yeah, just don't give up. Don't give up. And that's why we should always work on this generation gap between people. Hmm. Okay. Number one, have you ever experienced a generation gap with someone? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna call.